Are you building a website for a life coach but not sure of exactly the best way to make it happen? I'm Chris Badgett. I'm a WordPress LMS software entrepreneur. LMS stands for Learning Management System. I'm a coach to WordPress professionals. I'm a course creator, and I'm a homeschooling work from home dad coming to you live from the office in my backyard. I'm a huge fan of coaching. I have business coaches. I've worked with all kinds of life coaches. I'm excited to get into this topic with you today. But first, be sure to stay to the end of this video because I have an exclusive resource to share with you called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide, which helps life coaches answer 5 specific questions so that they can choose the best tech stack for their project, or it could be for the WordPress professionals that build these types of sites for clients. So stay to the end and I'll share with you how to get that. So in my web design career, which started in 2010 after I left Alaska, when I started getting paid to build websites for clients, some of my first clients were life coaches. I was really fascinated by this industry. It was much younger and more immature at that time. Life coaching has really exploded, and really the coaching industry as a whole has exploded over the past 12 years. But in my time working with life coaches, I've seen some things that make these projects both really interesting and fun, but also really challenging. For example, life coaches aren't always the best at communicating at what they need because perhaps they're not really super tech savvy or even like business or entrepreneur savvy, and they're not like in as much in the knowledge of things like marketing and automation and conversions and all this stuff that we've learned as website building and online business professionals. So the relationship is set up to be a little bit challenging, but when it goes well, it goes really well. So if you're working with a life coach or about to work with one, or you have in the past, you might have struggled or be struggling with one of these challenges. The first, like I said, the client, the life coach, can't articulate exactly what they need, which is just challenging because maybe they just don't have that experience in the words and the lingo to be able to tell you exactly what to do as a website builder. And maybe if you've worked with one in the past or you're in the process of working with one, the life coach, you get this sense of them being a little bit disappointed, which doesn't feel good as an agency owner to have a client feel disappointed with the work you've done, even though you think you've done a lot of great things and are moving in the right direction. And the third challenge is that maybe you're just unsure if you can even work in this market. I mean, we all know coaching has exploded, especially life coaching, but maybe you're unsure of whether it's a good fit for you, your personality, your skills. So here's my promise to you today. When you create a life coaching website, online business platform, like I'm going to show you in this video, step by step, you're going to get to enjoy a very different experience. The first is the ability to have great communication and satisfaction. A life coach that feels like that you communicated well and that you over-delivered and that they want to do even more work with you. The second thing you can experience when you work well with a life coaching client is expansion revenue. And by expansion revenue for an agency, what I mean is they hire you to do more and more work after the initial project. And the third thing that you can experience is when you do a great job working with life coaches is that they start referring you to their friends. Life coaches in particular, they have their own communities in person and online. And when you do a really great job and you're great to work with and provide incredible value, they refer you to their life coaching friends. So what I'm going to go over before the tutorial here is 5 key principles on how to build a successful life coaching website and have that successful relationship with a life coaching client. The first thing is to handle the communication challenges by communicating visually. So this is where you communicate with lots of screenshots, design reference links, so we can go look at websites that the person likes and kind of get a feel for what they want in the site, even though they may not be able to articulate it to you. And also just getting in the habit of working with them and screen sharing, where you're kind of communicating with each other visually about what you're building, what they think they want, and you're not just like on a call or on a Zoom call talking heads and people are just talking. So communicate visually is the first principle. The second one is that you need more than just a simple WordPress website. You need an all-in-one learning management system that combines the features of e-commerce, coaching, memberships, and courses, and all that stuff that an LMS does. So LifterLMS is the best tool for that. There's a link below this video that basically allows you to turn a WordPress site, a brochure site, into a full-on learning management system and coaching business in a box for a life coaching client. Principle number 3 is to accelerate the start of the project with a template. So what I'm going to show you in just a minute here is you're going to watch me build a site, but I'm not going to start from a white screen. Well, I am going to start from a blank screen, but you're going to see me jump to a templated site that's already done for a life coach. And then we're going to look at how to customize it to make it truly unique for that client. The fourth principle is to do a weekly sync, which is, with any client, I kind of recommend this, but with life coaching clients especially, meeting with them weekly is super important. And what I recommend you do is when you engage with one of these clients is to pick a day and a time that generally works for both of you for 15 minutes to an hour, depending upon how much depth there is in the project, and then meet at that same time every week until it's done. And what that does is it acts as a forcing function so that any challenges can be addressed in real time. There's lots of show and tell, screen sharing, feedback, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe you've got some client delays. You've sent the life coach on a project to be like, hey, I need you to go send me all the, a bunch of professional photography about you, which is actually pretty easy to get from life coaches. Many of them already have this stuff. So maybe you can just kind of accelerate the project management of everything. The weekly sync call is super important to keep projects on track, to get them finished faster, and to ensure great communication the whole way through. The fifth principle is to consult. So basically, as a web professional, when you work with a life coach, you can consult and advise on the project beyond just the website. They may think you're just a WordPress website builder or designer, but as you get into a learning management system / coaching / e-commerce website, what a life coaching client learns from you is that you have all these like kind of entrepreneurial online business, marketing, automation skills that they didn't even realize you had. And so they're going to start asking for advice. But what I'm saying is to even kind of over deliver and offer suggestions, like anticipate what they're going to need next. Maybe they're going to need some copywriting help. Maybe they're going to need some landing pages for a specific sales funnel. Whatever it is, you can start adding this consultative element. And instead of just waiting for them to tell you what to do next, offer some suggestions that makes them reach their goals faster and be even more successful. So that's principle number 5. So one of my first web design clients back in 2012 was a life coach. I learned a ton about working with that client. Honestly, I made a lot of the mistakes that I'm helping resolve today with these 5 key principles so that you can have a more successful relationship with your life coaching client or clients. And what I learned with this life coach is, at the end of the day, we really trusted each other. We knew we had like completely different skill sets and we knew we could figure this out. And we worked together for many, many years. And ultimately, this client became one of the first 3 paying customers of LifterLMS when we first launched the product. So at the early days of LifterLMS, we literally designed the feature set around life coaches who had courses and events and other digital products and membership and upsells and all this stuff that they wanted, was really, we designed the initial Lifter software suite around the life coaching use case. I mean, yes, it can be used for remote schools, internal training, and all these other implementations. But for a coach, LifterLMS and all the features, really can be quite powerful and fulfill the full journey of the coach from just starting out to like a scaled out coaching program with multiple coaches and all these other types of members only content and all this stuff. So we've been around life coaching for a long time, and it's been a big part of our story, and it's literally the core use case behind Lifter LMS, the most powerful customizable learning management system for WordPress. And there is a trend going on with the coaching industry. If you look out into the world, the coaching industry is disrupting so many different things. Like if we look at college as an example, or personal trainers like health and fitness, if we look at psychologists and like kind of mindset and mental stuff, and in lots of areas, the coaching industry, not just life coaching, has really just exploded in the past decade. And, people are turning more and more to the internet for a lot of reasons to learn what they want to learn, to get skills, to get the skills they need to get jobs, to get skills they need to start their own businesses, and so on, to get healthier, to get happier. The coaching industry is just exploding exponentially right now. So this is a good time to get in on that trend. So right now, let's go ahead and build a life coaching website super fast. So let's jump right into it. So here I am on a blank WordPress install. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to click add new, and I'm going to do a search for LifterLMS, which is the best WordPress LMS plugin. I'm going to click install now. Just look for the rocket, and I'm going to click activate. And I'm just going to go through this quick setup wizard. I'm going to install the required pages. I'm going to enable offline payments, save and continue. I'm going to allow that. And then in this last step, it's asking if I want to install a sample course. So I'm just going to go ahead and install these two courses. I'm going to click, actually we'll go ahead and install all three. I'm going to click import. And that's going to take a second to install, but basically these three courses give the website a template. What this first course is about, how to use LifterLMS. The second course, the free course lead magnet template, is all about how to generate leads and build an email list from a free course. So there's a template for that. And then there's the course template, which is like a signature program, like a big course, totally templated out with sample content. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install a theme. So I'm going to go to Appearance Themes, and I'm going to click Add New. And I'm going to look for a theme called Cadence. And I'm going to install now. And activate that. And then I'm going to install this Cadence Starter Templates. So this is where we're going to get a starter template to start our site. I'm going to choose Gutenberg, which is the default WordPress editor. And I'm just looking through these, finding which one of these I might want to use for my life coach. I think I'm going to use this one. And the cool thing about this is like a full site, and we can just replace these images with ours and start with a fully built site. So let's say I was doing something more feminine, perhaps I might select those colors and just select some typography, maybe find something that's a little more fun like that font. And instead of importing just this home page, I'm just going to go ahead and import the full site. So I'm going to click Start Importing. And it's doing that. So basically what I'm doing is I'm installing an already completed website that has been designed around an expert or coach teaching something. In this case, for the example, it is a financial, more of a business financial kind of coach, which is, an area of life, could be life coaching there. We could just as easily switch out the images and everything and do this site for somebody who's more into parenting or finding the love of your life or relationships. And basically, we just have to take this image and replace it with our own. So all I have to do is click Edit Page. And this is the WordPress Editor here. And you can see here where I'm just trying to see where I can replace this image. See if I can easily change that out. I think there it is right there. All right. Where's my images? Oh, I see it's on the bottom. So here, let me see here. I'm just trying to grab the right spot. We're going to add to the gallery. I'm going to click select, and I've got some photos of myself. I'm just going to put in there to demonstrate this. And this is one of my headshots. And I'm going to click add to gallery, and then I'm actually going to remove that other person. So I'm going to click update gallery. And I know that's kind of a funny picture of me, but we'll click update and view page. And you see how I'm taking this template and starting to change it to make it match me. So this is a great place to start. We've already got some great best practices here. Kind of this image to represent who this is from, what it's all about. We've got what's called the hook, the promise, and the call to action here. The courses, they have some in here now, but basically what we want to do is we want to replace these with the LifterLMS ones. So what I'm going to do is I'll just add before that, and then what I'm going to do is add a short code called, it just looks like this, LifterLMS _ courses. Let me see if I did that right. Click update. Boom. So you can see our courses are coming in here. And this is that signature course template that we put in. We've got a fully already built out course so that your client can start just using this structure as a starting point. A couple things I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go into appearance, customize. And this is the great thing about the Cadence theme is they have a bunch of features built in for LifterLMS. So in the customizer, you can see over here, where we can, start making some changes to all the various LifterLMS stuff. So like this is an example. This is the course layout. We can make it super more skinny. We can make it wide. We could do the unboxed content, which I kind of like. That's just my personal preference. And I'm going to go ahead and publish that. And then I'm going to go over back to this page here and see if I can clean up the courses here. And I'm going to click Edit Page. And I'm going to open these cadence settings here, right here. And instead of doing full width, I'm just going to do normal. And you see how that made this box a little more narrow? I'm going to click Update and view the page. And you can see how I've added the courses in that are powered by LifterLMS. Cadence gave us these just kind of graphical courses, but they're not like really courses attached to anything. So I'm just going to remove that block. Remove that block and update. And you can see here, now I'm making it, these are actually courses powered by LifterLMS. So this is the quick start course for LifterLMS. And you just can go through here and you can take all these lessons and learn all about how to use LifterLMS. I'm going to fix the sidebars real quick, just going over to Appearance Widgets. And on the course sidebar, I'm going to add the course progress widget. And I'm going to give that the title Progress. And I'm going to add the syllabus widget. And I'm going to give that a title Lessons. Update that. And then over here in the lesson sidebar, I'm going to add the progress widget. And again, the syllabus widget. And this interface has actually changed in a recent WordPress update, and it's intuitive. It makes sense to me. I'm going to make those collapsible. I'm going to click Update. And let's go back to our site here. So now you can see when I'm on this course and I go inside of a lesson, you can see I've now got the course syllabus, and as I watch videos and complete lessons, you can see it's marking my progress on the side. And then a few other things that we want to do here is just add the student dashboard up here. So if we go to the back end of WordPress and we go to Appearance, Menus, and on the screen options here, you always want LifterLMS to be on. I'm going to add the dashboard to the menu. And then I'm going to add these conditional login, line out, log out, or sign in, sign out links to the menu. So only one of those will display at once. I'm going to click Save. And then if we view this site, you can see how we got the dashboard now. And here again, we're just going to want to update it. We can edit it globally in the global page settings, but I'm just going to do it here. Make that normal, not full width. And you can see the course student dashboard for the life coaching client is here. And we can build off of this sales page if our life coaching offer is if we call it a membership, or let's say we have some courses and then we have these different life coaching packages. We can set that all up with LifterLMS. As an example, if we look over here, like in this course template, you can see that this one already has what we call an access plan on it. So let's say it was a $10,000 private life coaching plan. We can just click enroll. I'm going to edit this page again real quick and make this normal width, update. And I'll go back to that so we can see that checkout flow. So we're on this course, and there's a $10,000 private coaching option. And if I were to enroll in that, you can see the checkout flow is good to go here. You would need the LifterLMS Stripe and PayPal add-on if you want to take credit card payments or PayPal payments for that. But you can see here how basically in about 20 minutes, I've set up a life coaching website. I would modify the copy. I have something for my first meeting with the client, with the life coaching client, so that we can keep working on this together, communicate visually, and build an incredible life coaching site and make the client happy. And more importantly than the client's client, the life coaching client's happy with a great, beautiful website that builds trust, that they're proud to use, with great training and courses to help them achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve in their life. So I'm Chris from LifterLMS. That's my tutorial on building a life coaching website with WordPress, LifterLMS, and in this case, we were using the Cadence theme. So there's links to all that below this video. Also, like I said in the beginning, I want to share an exclusive resource with you. It's called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide, which helps you build the best tech stack for whatever kind of coaching site or membership site or LMS site that you can think of. Many tens of thousands of people have downloaded this guide, so check it out. Basically, it shows you the 5 critical key questions you need to ask so that you can select the best tools for the jobs you're trying to get done. And if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Share this video with a friend, and also subscribe so that you can see more tutorials like this, where we show you how to do amazing things with WordPress, LMS, and provide solutions for coaches. So I want to encourage you to keep learning, keep taking action. You have the power to lift up others through online education. There's a course inside all of us, and I'll see you in the next video.